Okay, hi everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about sole proprietorship. So, a sole proprietorship is an unincorporated organization. It is different from a company. A company is an incorporated organization, which means that a company has a separate legal identity. But a sole proprietorship, right, does not. That means that the business owner and the business are one. Okay, it is the simplest form of business structure. Like I mentioned, there's only one business owner. That's why it's called a sole proprietorship. If there are more than one business owners, then it's considered a partnership. Okay, so any individual or legal entity can start a sole proprietorship to carry on a business. For example, if you are a tuition teacher and you are trading in your own name, you are considered a sole proprietor. If let's say you give piano lessons, then as a piano teacher, you are a sole proprietor. Let's say you are a hawker and you buy and sell and you trade in your own name, you are also considered a sole proprietor. Okay, so if you want to trade in a different name, let's say you want to trade as Happy Burgers instead of your own personal name, okay, then you need to register the name Happy Burgers with ACRA. So if you are trading under another name, you will need to register with ACRA. If you are not trading under another name, you are using your own name as reflected in your identity card, you do not need to register with ACRA. Okay, so what are the advantages of a sole proprietorship? It is very simple to set up. It is much less difficult as compared to, say, a company. It has also a lot less compliance as compared to a company. It is very easy to close. All you need to do is to file a notice of cessation with the registrar within 14 days from the date of cessation of business. So in our earlier example, if let's say you wanted to stop trading as Happy Burgers, then you would file this notice of cessation with the registrar, which is ACRA, within 14 days from the date of the cessation of business. So if today you stop business, then you have 14 days to file it with the registrar. So what are the disadvantages of sole proprietorship? One of the major disadvantages which we often inform clients is that the liability of a sole proprietor is unlimited. What it means is that in the event that somebody wants to sue the business, they will not only sue the business, they will also sue the sole proprietor, which means that if you have a private property, if you have cash in your bank account and you are trading as a sole proprietor, if you enter into a lawsuit and you lose the lawsuit, then the people who you owe money can sue you and also take not only the money that's inside your business bank account and all your business assets, but also your own personal assets, which is your property, your stocks, your shares, your cash, everything they can take from you. Okay, so the debts and liabilities of the business, right, is actually intertwined with the business owner's personal assets. Not only that, you also can't sue in your business name. Okay, the business cannot own property in the business name as well. So let's say your sole proprietorship one is making money and you say that I wish to purchase this commercial space for my business, you can't purchase under the business, you have to purchase under your own personal name. Okay, the tax is actually based on personal income tax rates. We have actually shown in other videos that personal income tax in most cases is actually higher than corporate tax, especially for new startups. There are tax incentives for new startups. It is also not a good structure for external investment. If let's say somebody would like to invest money in the company, right, then they can actually purchase new shares. That means new shares can be allotted and then investors can purchase these shares. But if you are trading as a sole proprietor, you are unable to do that. You cannot say that, oh, my friend wants to invest money in my business, therefore I sell him shares. There's no shares in the sole proprietorship. You are the business. Okay, there's also no succession, which means that if a sole proprietor passes away, then the business dies together with him. Okay, so how do you register a sole proprietorship? You have to have a business name, you have to have a SSIC code, and then which actually SSIC code is the Singapore Standard Industrial Classification code, which means that you have certain business activities and then the business activities tally together with the SSIC code. You have to have a registered address and the business owner must be a Singapore resident. Okay, what does it mean to be a Singapore resident? You must be ordinarily residing in Singapore. So you can be a Singaporean, you can be a Singapore permanent resident, or you can be a foreigner with a valid work pass and you are residing in Singapore. Okay, so that's all. And if you need any help in registering a sole proprietorship, you can always contact this email address or this contact number. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys at the next video.